You go out to practice every day, like, I got a chip on my shoulder.
I think I've officially reached UNC status.
We were damned if we were not here practice 2 and we didn't get one of the most dominant players in the SEC on the show.
We've set the standard from day one.
Nick in the Norseman, South Carolina's a cheat code.
Oh, he loves TikTok.
Just a grown-ass man.
We had to drive to the retirement community to pick him up to bring him to practice today.
I wouldn't want to be doing anything else.
Tailgate Talks is proudly presented by our title sponsor, Green's Beverages, South Carolina's go-to spot for all things beer, wine, and spirits.
Whether you're stocking up for the tailgate, the back porch, or the big Gamecock win, Green's has the best selection at unbeatable prices.
Visit greensbeverages.com to find their nearest location. They have a ton of them, and load up before kickoff.
Big cheers and even bigger victories this fall. Thanks to our friends at Green's Beverages, who've been keeping Steven and I hydrated since 2007.
All right, Gamecock fans, this season we're raising a glass to bold flavors and even bolder conversations. Tailgate Talks is fueled by Bullet Bourbon, the official bourbon of backyard grills, pregame huddles, and postgame victory toast. Whether you're sipping it neat or mixing up Gamecock-style old-fashioned, Bullet's smooth finish keeps the tailgate vibes rolling. So pour one, press play, and let's talk some football. Bullet Bourbon, frontier whiskey for Gamecock Nation.
I absolutely love that hat. And if you aren't listening or watching this on YouTube, take your ass there and check it out. Cluck Clemson. Where'd you get that thing?
To be honest, I'm not 100% sure, man. I've been getting a lot of mail lately. I had somebody send me a freaking book to write a story about. Yeah, then somebody sent me this hat. I was like, shit, I'll wear this damn thing.
Hey, it's perfect. And it's football season. And yeah, screw Clemson in every which way possible.
Absolutely.
We're sitting here and we're going into week 3 of season 2. And man, we got a lot of buzz.
Oh, yeah.
It's been cool. YouTube's obviously been taking off for us. And like I said, if you're not watching us on YouTube, you're missing out. Full engagement and all that good stuff.
No doubt. Yeah, the social media has been kick-ass, man. Got to give a little shout out to our boy Henry, man. He's been crushing it. Dakota, we love you too, man. But Henry's kicking your ass on the social media department.
Hey, teamwork makes the dream work.
No doubt.
Speaking of teamwork, last week having Lenoris and Kaysen on was absolutely awesome. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that episode. I don't think people realize how time crunched these players are during fall camp, that they carved out time to hang out with us, chop it up. Absolutely huge. Like, I think Lenoris was moving into his new downtown high-rise suite apartment. A lot better than what we had in college. But cool of him to spend time with us. And then Kaysen obviously kind of scared me a little bit. He's a scary dude.
He's an intense guy, man. They're both pretty damn intense. But yeah, it just goes to show you. I think, when we talk with Steve, Mr. Fink, and all those guys, I don't think those guys would be taking time out of their day to do a podcast with anybody else.
No,
so that's a credit to you and I for getting that done.
Yeah, and then not to mention this week we have I think the most feared player in all of NCAA college football history, Nyck Harbor. You should have seen him. He ran from the practice field to interview with us, and like I blinked and almost didn't freaking see him. And then we had Dylan Stewart, who
man, a few words, but he doesn't need to say much.
Honestly, didn't want to be on the show, but did, because I think he knows the impact that what's going to have for him and his potential growth. But he's about ball and not about much else. And in 11 days from when this show comes out, he's probably going to be sacking a quarterback somewhere.
No doubt about it. No question.
And then Luke, we interviewed Luke for the 19th time in his 12th year here at Carolina. And just an all-around good episode. I think we touched on a little bit of everything with Nick and his full year of development in just football only, him not doing track this year, Dylan and the standard he set as a freshman and what he wants to do as a sophomore coming up this year. And then Luke just him getting his 17th Masters and getting ready to get into coaching is what he said he wanted to do. So, but I mean, absolutely huge. I mean, potential. We had a Heisman Trophy candidate last week, and then we have a potential Defensive Player of the Year candidate this week. You ain't getting this shit anywhere else, folks.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, that's a credit to, like I said, your idea about doing this podcast in general, Dakota, Henry, Mr. Fink allowing us to come out there, and Coach Beamer for letting us come out there. I mean, it's like you said, it's a team effort, and I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else, man. We are chaos and structure.
Hey, we're rolling. As I'm looking at my spreadsheet right now, hey, and you're here on time. It's freaking incredible.
Yeah.
No, but I think everyone's really going to like this episode. Kind of 3 different perspectives of the program. 3 guys are going to play a lot of football, make a lot of plays for the Gamecocks this year. So hopefully y'all enjoy. And don't forget YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the Facebooks, all of them. We're there. Be present with us. We're going to start doing some giveaways moving forward. We have some gift cards, home team, steel hands. We really want to, you guys are supporting us and doing this with us, growing this with us. So we really want to get back to you guys. So make sure you tune in for opportunities to get some gift cards. And Gamecock football is right around the corner, boys.
Yep, can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Just finished up day 2 of fall camp practice.
Yeah.
Thank God we were attentive because you were running off the field and you were like a freaking blur going past us. So we had to grab you real quick. You're like the fastest guy in the world. But appreciate you joining me and Steven out here.
Nah, no problem. Appreciate y'all for having me. Just
Absolutely.
had a really great day at fall camp. Day 2, just getting better and better each day. So, I'm just glad to be out here.
Also, it helps that it's only 80-something degrees. Yesterday was not quite as friendly.
Ooh, Lord. It wasn't, but that's Columbia.
Yeah, Columbia heat.
It's the hottest place on earth. I'm from Tampa. I live in Tampa, and everyone's like, "Oh, you should be used to the heat." No. This Columbia heat's different.
Is you guys all June and all July, like it was 95, 100 degrees. So you were out here grinding, doing stuff during then. The kind of the phrase is the more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. You guys were putting in work all summer, and now you're playing against an incredible defense, a great secondary that you're having to practice against.
Yeah.
So, you guys, I think the sky's the limit this year, and I'm excited.
Well, that's what I was just talking with him off camera. He was saying that, would you say you couldn't bench 225 in January?
Couldn't
and
bench
now
it at all.
It 20 times?
Yeah. So,
That's crazy.
Me too.
That's crazy. I mean, that's a hell of a transformation. So I know we talked about it off camera, but just kind of tell the fans and the standard guys how different it is going from all in football compared to bouncing back and forth.
I mean, just I would say the aspect is, being a bigger guy,
Yep.
it's already hard to cut.
Yep.
People had the aspect that, okay, he too big, he too tall, he can't play receiver, move him somewhere else. Go to DN, go to that. So it's already that stigma there. So, and then not doing it for 6 to 7 months out of the year when I was doing track, and then trying to get back into it. Last year, fall camp would have been my first practice.
Yep.
And then just getting back into the rhythm, but just having that spring, having all the months of training, just working with Coach Furr, working with my trainers, and just just getting in and out my breaks. That's just helped me elevate, to be a better player.
Yeah.
So now, I could be the best route runner on the field at times, and then I already got the speed, already got the size. Just learn how to use physicality, learn how to use your body. Just learn how to get in and out your breaks, and then you'll be good on that.
Well, I got to get a picture before I forget about it. I got to get a picture with you because all the kids that I trained in Tampa,
Yeah.
they're like, dude, you got to get a picture.
Play
with
the video game.
The video game. Nick and the Norseman, South Carolina's a cheat code.
Well,
The
that's true.
Norse will run around and just throw a grenade, and Nick's over there head topping people.
Talk about your development with Coach Fury and kind of what your relationship is like and how that's helped with your growth.
I mean, he's basically he's like that cool uncle that you got. He understands you on a mental level, but then he's obviously gonna coach you hard. But it's love at the end of the day. He might yell at you. He might get loud, but that's just the way he coaches. Some coaches are quieter. He's loud and he likes make his statement bold, and then that really just feeds into me because we'll go out. Y'all seen it. I stayed up probably 15, extra minutes just working on ball drills.
35 minutes, and it's crazy. Kind of the buy-in of the team and the culture is practice ended. Not one person came jogging off the field of the locker room. They went to do 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes of extra work. That's what it takes.
Yeah.
This game's hard at this level. So kudos to you guys for spending that extra time.
Absolutely.
Well, also with Fury, like obviously he played in the NFL for a long time. He played with some dudes in the NFL. He coached in the NFL. He was a head coach. Like he's kind of been there, done that. So like when someone like that speaks,
You gotta listen.
antennas up. Like this guy's got good shit.
Yeah, cause like I mean, if you just listen to him and then you see like the resume that he has, like you know, playing NFL and catching 100 balls is incredible. Like you know, not many people get to do that. You know, you might catch one ball. You know, you get there, okay, you catch one ball, you catch two balls, you catch 20, you catch 30. 100 balls is crazy. Like 100 balls, you making you some good money in the league.
I mean that's 9 targets a game, 6 to 7 catches a game. That's unreal.
Yeah, so I mean, like just with that, and also like the different aspect, he played defense too.
Right.
So like the way we're in film, it's like, okay, like he understands it from a receiver perspective, but then he also respects it from a safety perspective. You know what he did in the NFL. So like, you know, just learning like the coverages and how many different coverages are in like just one coverage. Like, you know, before I only knew like the 4 basic coverages, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I learned, you know, those 4 coverages and the coverages within those coverages and the exotic coverages.
I mean,
It's crazy.
Play starts, snap happens. You're making adjustments, running 26 miles an hour, however fast you run.
Yeah.
As you're running to kind of feed
Finding
off what the
the
coverage
safeties,
is, to find the holes and all that stuff. So, I mean, it does take time for that to happen. And 6 months of not having to do track and focusing strictly on football, like I bet your development. I mean, we saw it on the field. You were out there dominating today, so we're excited to see kind of as season progresses, just watch you take off too. Because I mean, it's like you are a game changer, but like once it shows up on the field, you can take the top off. Safety sit harder. That means Oscar's running wild and these backs are running wild. Then they got to step up and play action stuff. And shit, Nyck just ran past us again.
Oh yeah. But I mean, like, just even with that and just the room that we have, you know, not everybody talks about the room. I feel like everybody, you know, talks about me, but you just got to emphasize, you know, the boys around you, because like, you know, I can't do it all by myself. You know, if I do it by myself, then they rolling coverages to me.
Right.
I ain't gonna get no targets. You know, all the greats, you know, have people around them, and then like our room is just so special because I've learned from everybody in our room, freshmen or not. Like I've learned from every single one of them, from the catching ability that they have, the hand-eye coordination, the routes they run. It's like I just try to better my game through them, and I just try to be better than all of them at every aspect that they have.
Who are you most excited of the freshman class to see do their thing this year in Willie B? I bet there's not even one. Like, that's a stud recruiting class. I'm excited to watch all of them.
I can't wait. You know, once we're long gone and stuff, like I can't wait to watch them feed, because like, you know, they're all right now. They're all young. They're all still trying to figure it out. But like, you just see the glimpse of like, you know, once they're in their second or third year, it's gonna be something crazy. Like, you know, you got Mays now that's gonna lead that young freshman group. You know, that boy's a leader. Like, you know, he's the vocal leader. I say I'm the on the field leader, and then he's the vocal leader because I don't talk at all. You can ask anybody in the room, anybody in this building. I'll walk right past you. I won't say nothing. It's not that I'm being rude.
I'm not going to talk to you, but follow me. I'm going to show you what to do.
Yeah, that's me. So, like, you know, just them taking that vocal, you know, leadership. And then that on the field aspect, it's just like they ask questions, I ask questions, you know. I'm just trying to make sure, like, you know, I'm seeing everything through them. Because I remember when I was there and I had Xavier and Juice, and I was listening to them, following them. I remember Zay had just FaceTime. Me and him was sending voice messages this morning. I was sending him some of my routes earlier today. He sent me a voice message at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, y'all are pretty similar players. Top end speed, crazy, can move, shake, can block in space, can take the top off, but also ball in your hands. You can do crazy stuff. So he's a great guy to kind of learn from.
Yeah, that's big bro right there. And I'm just grateful for like the way he just took me in. You know, like even though I'm coming there to take his job, you know, he still took me in. And then like, you know, that's the same way I feel like I got to do it, because like I feel like that's a dishonorment to the young guys.
Leave it better than you found it. We talk about it all the time. You came in here, like kind of the standard was set. You learned from the older guys, but you don't have to do it that exact same way. You can put Nyck Harbor's flavor on it and kind of continue to grow it and tell the young guys, hey,
come on.
Get on board. Get on board or get left behind.
That constant competition, I mean, fuels it too. So.
Have you connected with Debo and Alshon and all those guys? They were a little bit older, but have you connected with them at all?
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely talked to Alshon, definitely talked to Debo. You know, just, you know, they always reach out and stuff like that, but you just learn from the, you know, greats of the receiver class, you know, Gamecock, you know. Everybody wants to be better than them, so like I got them aspirations, you know, to beat their records and all that. But like it's just like, you know, they telling me just to go do it, you know, just to go be you. You know, everybody knows the talent, and then now I'm starting to see the confidence in myself, because like these last 2 days have been like, hey, it's just
this game's hard, but it's getting a lot easier.
But that's huge. I'm glad you said that. Confidence is paramount, man. If you're not confident in yourself, you're kind of
Yeah, you're a deer in headlights.
yeah, exactly. So that's awesome that you mentioned that.
Well, let's talk like just I guess the last little bit being, what is a normal fall? I mean, you're 2 days in, but what's a typical fall day camp for Nyck Harbor and the team here?
So I say from my aspect, probably wake up around like 5:30 every day. Pray to the Lord. Just thanking for waking me up all day. Call my mom, call my pops in the morning. I probably call my dad more than my mom because my dad already up at work. My mom probably sleep, but she's here. She's here today, so she wakes up with me. Just says kiss me. Goodbye. When I leave the house and stuff. Come in here. Go straight to the treatment room. Get warmed up. Get my legs warmed up. Go in the training room. Coach Furry, Ben. Already working out in there, so just going there to stretch, get ready for the day, just start to get moving around, because you don't want everyone to come out here, stiff.
Cold,
like
yeah.
That's your first movement, just get your blood flowing, and just eat a good meal.
You got a lot more muscles than us too. It's a lot harder to wake up all those muscles versus these muscles.
Yeah, that track stuff is different, because football, we obviously warm up shorter and stuff, so you got to kind of implement your track stuff into it too, because my muscle fibers are different than a lot of people, so it takes a lot more to get them going. So we get them going, then we get meetings at like 7:30, and then we got team meeting, special teams meeting, offensive defensive meeting, then we got activation, then practice, then we got a cool little 3-hour break to do whatever you want, not do whatever you want, just go get food, get treatment, get a little nap, stuff just to calm yourself down, raise your blood pressure down, and then we back to meetings, back to all that, and then at the end of the day, you stretch, everybody make sure they're recovered, make sure your body weight is back, off the sweat that you lost, off the nutrients you lost, make sure you replenish it back, get a good night's rest, call.
Back at it again.
Yeah, you get probably like an hour or two just to chill at home, watch a movie or just go straight to sleep, so.
Fall camp was always...
It's a grind.
It's a
grind.
Everybody,
you gotta love football.
You gotta love it.
I mean, the fans kind of forget. They think, oh, you guys just show up, practice, and then you play. And it's like camp is a 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Oh yeah.
Just
it's all day
effort for 2.5, 3 weeks. But the cool part about that is you're around each other all the time. You're forced to hang out. You're forced to do all this, and that's like summer workouts are great. You're struggling with all your buddies, but like football pads on and playing, like that's when the real team nucleus, I think, is truly built.
Yeah, that's where you fall. That's where you fall in love with it at. Like every day. Of course, you're gonna get tired. I don't want to say you get tired of it, but of course, it gets boring, it gets repetitive, it gets long. I mean, at the end of the day, you go out to practice every day. I got a chip on my shoulder. I'm coming out here every day. Every down, I gotta go play. It don't matter what happens. If I cramp on the field, I get right back on the field. It doesn't matter. You only got 2 hours of practice. You got 2 hours to really make your whole day. And if you have a bad practice, your whole day's messed up. You have a great practice, your whole day's. It don't matter. You go through meetings and all that, but you had a good practice. You had a really good day. It don't matter. It don't matter about everything else.
What they said, the phrase, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
And football,
he said that
football's a damn good way to do it.
He said, he's like, man, I fell in love with the game of football, and you gotta love it.
Yeah,
because like you said, this is an absolute grind. Fall camp is a grind.
But we really appreciate you giving us your time. I mean, you only have a 3-hour window. You gave us this time. You did 45 minutes extra work, 30 minutes extra work. So really excited to see you in exactly 4 weeks, 28 days. Kickoff happens, and I know y'all are going to kick ass. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah, you know it. Let's do it.
Absolutely, man.
Appreciate you. God, it's ginormous.
Appreciate it.
We talk a lot about defining moments when it comes to football.
One choice can change the entire outcome of a game or season.
Moments that seem small often make a substantial impact in the long run, and that is true in all facets of life.
Like whom you choose to bank with?
Picking the right bank can make a huge difference in finding success.
That's why you need to elevate your financial game with Founders Federal Credit Union. Their rates are always competitive, and they've got trusted financial tools that help keep your financial goals on track.
Don't forget their service to their membership and community is unrivaled.
Get in the game today. Swing by a Founders office near you or visit foundersfcu.com to apply for membership. Founders is federally insured by the NCUA. Membership qualification is required. Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Steelhand Brewing in Casey has you covered. Whether you're craving a refreshing craft beer or just a great time with friends and family, Steelhands has it all. With a variety of craft beers, spacious outdoor beer gardens, and a delicious food menu, there's something for everyone. Plus, join them for free live music every Thursday through Sunday. Visit steelhandsbrewing.com to see their lineup of upcoming events or host your own.
Handforce and Casey, and voted best local brewery again this year. Go visit steelhandsbrewing.com. Hey Gamecocks, at Granger Owings, style starts with you. From custom fits to emerging brands, they offer a curated selection of women's and men's clothing for work, weekends, and every moment in between. Their stylists take the time to understand your lifestyle, then help you build a wardrobe that fits your needs and feels like you. Shop in store, downtown on Main Street and Trenton Plaza, or book a fitting online at GrangerOwings.com. Granger Owings, where personal style meets personal service.
We got the man, the myth, the legend here, Dylan Stewart. We got obviously Pat DeMarco here. What's up, man?
What's up?
You're excited about being on this thing, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty
Appreciate
excited.
you joining us. Man of few words, but what you say is very insightful, and we would be damned if we weren't out here practice too and we didn't get one of the most dominant players in the SEC on the show. So just wanted to catch up with you. Coming off your freshman year, kind of what are expectations going into your sophomore year?
Just be better than last year, just get stronger, play the run better, and improve my pass rush.
Yep. What stuff did you do this offseason to kind of solidify that and get ready?
Just add moves in my bag, get stronger in the weight room, and really hone in on.
I mean, everybody saw the
my
picture with
technique.
you and with Clowney. Did you learn some stuff from
Yeah,
him?
just how to stay healthy. He gave me some advice.
He's a big joker.
Yeah, he is.
And you're like the same freaking size. Just real. You're 19?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, different than me at 19.
Yeah.
Most of the guys we played with at 19. I mean, I think that's a huge tribute to Luke Day and his staff, Yimmy, Sterling. Are you just in Sterling's room, or do you do stuff with T-Rob too?
No, I'm just in Sterling room, but it's all a group effort. Like, they all teach us and give us advice. So
Yeah. So T-Rob played with us, was in our recruiting class at Carolina back then, and he's just as scary now as he was back then. Just a grown-ass man at all times.
just a grown ass man.
Yeah. Well, talk about a little bit about kind of, you came in as a freshman, you played right away, but what Kyle Kennard kind of meant to your development as a true freshman coming in?
He just showed me how to be a pro and just be consistent and how to work hard every day.
Yep. Have you joked around with him and told him that you helped make him some money last year?
Yeah, for sure.
Because you were coming off one edge and they saw you coming and there was anywhere to go besides the other way.
The whole D-line was just a whole bunch of jokes. We all joking like that. So
But I mean, y'all got
D-line just-
after the
yeah, we was getting after it.
And I think you're going to have the same thing. Who are you most excited? I mean, Kyle was your dog last year. There's a bunch of guys in the room now, but who are you most excited to, now that you're a year in, kind of develop other guys in the room now? Who are you most excited about playing on the other side with you?
Brian Thomas, he's been improving.
Yeah, he's a motor.
Yeah, he has a motor. JT Gear, Desmond Muzulu, and then we got a couple young pups. They going.
Yep. Well, I think life's a little different for you than it was for us. Like if it was a nice Saturday night and we're trying to get the guys together, like we're gonna go to Zesto's or something like that for a nice meal.
Yeah.
What do you do now for a nice meal of a
Nice
group
meal?
get together?
Group get together. We go to Halls.
You go to Halls? Yeah. We were balling on a budget.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
budget's
we got
a little bit
$48
bigger.
a weekend.
Yeah, that's what we used to get. Our meal money back then was $46 a weekend, and I thought I was one of the richest people in Columbia making $46 a week.
And that's if we went to every practice, every meal, every anything. We got
Yeah.
fined.
Fine. How much was the fine?
$10.
$10.
For every missed.
It was
something.
$5 for being late. It was $10 for missing something. For every extra offense, it doubled.
Yeah.
So there were times where guys owed
Reed McCollum.
$50 that week.
Reed McCollum owed like $500 one time. It's a whole different kind of game, man.
no, it
nowadays.
Well, during your recruiting process, we've had a lot of really good edge rushers here at Carolina. Like, did you connect with, say, Melvin, Clowney, Cliff Matthews, any guys that came before?
I connected with Davion Clowney, of course, and I talked to Melvin Ingram, but that was the Texas A&M game. He was down here, so he showed me some love.
Yeah, that's when he got inducted
Hall of
in the Hall of
Fame,
Fame. He was in our recruiting class too. He came in as a Mike backer, went from Mike to end to 3 to nose, back out to edge. He was hands down the best athlete,
No doubt.
I think, ever during our time here. Like,
No doubt.
He was 295, 300 pounds. He can do a standing backflip in his pads and
Nah, that's crazy.
all that crazy stuff. One thing I got to ask you about. I've heard your basketball skills.
Yeah, not good.
Not good?
Yeah,
I heard, I mean, obviously you're a freak and you can jump and everything, but I heard they had to kind of take you off the courts. You were like about to break the rim, jamming it down.
Yeah.
So you're a defensive guy, not an
Yeah,
offensive
defensive
guy.
guy. I can play some defense. I can't dribble the ball, shoot, none of that.
Well, better than him. This dude during any real ball would pull up from like half court. Little Ray.
Yeah, he's buzzing around.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, dude, we don't want to keep you long. Appreciate you taking the
Appreciate
time.
you.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about this season with kind of season cranking,
Just-
fans?
Just getting back to it.
Yeah, just getting back to it, hit some people, get some sacks.
That's my favorite part was not hitting the same guys anymore.
Yeah.
Once games start, and I
Damn,
get to
sucks.
take my frustration out on somebody else.
Yeah, man, they count.
Yep.
No doubt.
Yeah.
28 days.
28 days.
I know you're going to be ready. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Tailgate Talks is powered by Lanier & Burroughs, South Carolina's premier accident attorneys. If you've been in a truck wreck, car crash, slip and fall, or suffered injury on the job, these guys have the experience to fight for the compensation you deserve. Founding partner Louis Lanier has been battling for South Carolina since 1974, and Shane Burroughs brings over 15 years of top-rated trial experience. Best part? They're Gamecocks, and they offer a free initial consultation and will come to you. Give them a call at 803-268-9800 or visit landblawfirm.com. Lanier and Burroughs, fierce advocates, local roots, proven results.
Home Team Barbecue is fired up to take care of your tailgate and watch party needs this season. Home Team is known for its smoked meats, creative daily specials, and twists on Southern classic. Smoked wings, ribs, pulled pork sliders, barbecue nachos, or classic sides like mac and cheese and collard greens are the perfect feast to fuel your game day. Round up your friends and give Home Team Catering a shout at catering@hometeambarbecue.com or head to 5 Points for a frozen game changer cocktail and barbecue snacks to celebrate the next Gamecocks big win. Visit hometeambarbecue.com to check out the menu.
Tailgate Talks is brought to you by JCQ Farms, a proud South Carolina family farm rooted in tradition and built on quality. Whether it's their premium beef, farm fresh produce, or their signature smoked meats, JCQ Farms brings the taste of the South straight to your table. Perfect for your next tailgate, backyard barbecue, or family dinner. Remember, always support your American farms because they are drying out each day. Support local, eat better, and stock up for the season. JCQ Farms, where quality meets Carolina pride.
Gamecock Nation, it's time to elevate your outdoor space. Palm Casual Outdoor Furniture, Gamecock owned and operated, has you covered with locations all across South Carolina. Whether you're poolside, tailgating, or watching the Gamecocks dominate in your backyard, Palm Casual has the perfect setup for you. Visit them online at palmcasual.com and gear up for a fall filled with Gamecock victories. Cheers to a winning season from the DeMarco back porch, proudly furnished by Palm Casual.
All right, boys and girls, tailgaters, we are back with seasoned veteran.
Well, we had to drive to the retirement community to go pick him up to bring him to practice today. So we're glad we got him here on time. No fines, no nothing.
Was with David Tash yesterday. You said that guys are calling you Unc now.
Yeah, Unc. I think I've officially reached Unc status.
You got here.
That's awesome.
19.
It's awesome.
20.
You got here in 20.
20. Yeah.
It's a good run. Going on year 6, and how everything has changed for you too,
Yeah.
right? Quarterback hurt, receiver now back, back where you belong.
Yeah.
Back at quarterback. You guys were just talking off camera about how you guys grip the football, and I put you guys in your place and say, you got to run the ball, win the game of ball. So, who's the fullback this year? You're not playing any fullback?
No fullback this year.
But it was back in the day, right?
It was in. We had a fullback in 2020 with Adam Prentice.
Yeah.
Adam
Of course.
Prentice and the Colin Hill boys from Colorado State.
Yep.
We did an episode with him not too long ago. He
Really?
is smart as shit.
Yeah.
Was he an engineer or something?
Yeah, he's an
Oh,
engineering major.
he's freaking Captain America is what he is.
He's strong as shit.
Yeah.
He's very serious.
Yeah.
So he kind of fits the perfect fullback.
100%. I remember I got here and it was like one of the first like workouts during the first week of like January. And you're a freshman, you're like head spinning, Coach Cox, you remember the receiver
Yeah.
coach?
Oh, yeah.
He's at Ole Miss now.
Joe.
He comes up to me and, Adam Prentice, and I'm trying to learn who everybody is, but he knew them, obviously. And he comes up to me, he's like, hey, man, you ever want to learn from somebody, you watch that guy.
Yeah.
And, he's over there like a robot, like high knees, like just surgical with it. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? That, like,
yeah,
you're right.
Well, going back to the UNC world, talk about how, you've been here, so 5 recruiting cycles after yours. Talk about how the freshmen have changed and how quickly they buy on board with kind of the program and all that.
I think every year it gets, I feel like we have the class is better each and every single year. And obviously it's a testament to Coach Beamer and his staff and the guys that they recruit, they bring in, and just seeing that side of it, like, and seeing those guys come in and how mature they become in only a matter of a couple months, even a couple weeks for some of these, these guys that got here in the summer. But I also think it goes back to the foundation and the older guys that are on the team. That we kind of have set that up, and that's kind of we've set the standard from day one.
The standard's the minimum,
and that's exactly. And I think it's easy for those guys to come in and look at the older guys, or even some of the younger guys that have been here for since January when the early signing period was happening. It's easy to look to those guys and see, like, oh, okay, this is the right way to do things.
Yeah.
Like, I can come in every single day and, like, I'm just like on defense, like DQ Smith. Perfect example for the young DBs. Like, they come in and they're like, all right, I'm gonna do what he does.
Yeah. He's figured it out.
He's figured it out. And even like Nyck Harbor and Jerry Brown, Mazio Bennett, like those guys, they played a lot of football, had a lot of success last year, and we have a lot of young receivers. And they can come in and see, like, all right, this is how these guys do things. And Coach Furry does a great job with those guys, just in how he prepares them and gets them ready. And it goes for every single position. Brady Hunt at the tight end position. Class act. Like, if you want to know how to do things,
a pro. Yep.
he's the guy to look for.
Yeah. Well, talk about. You're gonna joke on it. Going into your 6th year, you've had 4 different offensive coordinators at this point, or 5.
Yeah,
technically 5.
This will be 4. This will be 4.
Talk about having to learn all these different systems, like how it's evolved you as a player, a guy who's been able to go from quarterback to receiver back to quarterback, probably due to that.
I think it's Coach Bobo's was definitely a lot more pro style. Drop back passing game was pretty heavy. There's a lot of stuff, and as a freshman coming in, it was a lot.
Right.
But that's just how it is. You got to kind of have those learning curves and you got to figure it out. And, then Sat came in, and I think that's when I started to kind of understand why you have to learn things as a concept and not just like, all right, on this play, like it's a 3-by-1, it's this formation, this guy has this. If you just learn the concept of it, it doesn't matter what the formation is, how you get there. Like everybody, like the route stayed the same. It's just who's running them and how we're getting to it. That's what changes. So I think once I figured that out and just kind of, bought into that, I think I started kind of understanding offense a little bit better. And then obviously D-Lo, in 23, I believe, 23, 24, and then Coach Shula now. I think just being able to, experience and learn from all those guys, and with Coach Shula now, just, his approach to how he does things. It's all just stuff that, like, I can take out here on the field, and then even, when ball's over and, I want to get into coaching. So I like taking different things from, different coaches, like what I like, what I don't like, and just kind of make it my own, and
give us a play call. What's a play call?
Right now?
Yeah.
I'll give you like a
vanilla.
Very, very, very vanilla. Get in the huddle. All right, we're going to be ready. Just toss.
Yep.
Just a toss.
Yeah, that's NFL.
That's
pro system. Yep.
easy.
Well, that's impressive. I mean, when I was Kyle Shanahan's,
There's a lot. There's
I was wondering because
there's a couple that are a lot more wordy than that.
that's kind of what I wanted to hear, like a wordy one, man.
Are you canning where it's run, pass, run?
We haven't really
rotation?
gotten into that. I think we're just right now what we're doing is we're getting like base offense down and like.
It's a hell of a base offense play right there. That was
Yeah,
like
I mean,
17 words in a play
I mean,
call.
it's just all it is, just strong toss.
Yep.
Nothing crazy. Like I said, there are some that there's like a there's like a play action where there's a loop, a cross motion. It's like a cross country.
It is.
There's a lot of tags.
Tag,
in it.
that's
It's when the tags start coming in,
That's
and
when it gets
usually that's
confusing.
like. Usually we'll go in and what we've done over the course of the off season is just try to cut down the words as much as we can,
Right.
just to make it easier. One, for the offensive linemen, so they have more of like a general idea of like what play is coming.
What do I need to hear?
What do I
this play
need to
call?
hear? The receivers the same way. Like they don't need to hear. Like all they need to know is like
Well, they
is
have a
it
lot of motions
what
and
kind?
shifts.
Is it is it an inside zone? Is it outside zone? Where like do I have a motion and what like route concept do I have? That's all they need to hear. So I think we're getting through it now. Obviously we worked a lot in the summer, just like the what's the word? The operations of like going no huddle and doing the things.
Situational football is like that's you win and lose 3 to 4 games a year
100%.
just based on situational football. So it's good that y'all are hitting that. Talk a little bit about watching Lenoris's development, one from the receiving room the first 2 years, now back to the quarterback room. And I mean, he just said he has learned a bunch from you, just in and of itself. So, like, talk about watching him in the last 2.5 years.
It's been really cool. I think he and my brother are the same age, so like I think of him as a little brother. Obviously, he's bigger than I am, and and I am.
Everybody's a little brother.
So I mean, just seeing him kind of become the player that we all have seen him like how he is at practice, like we see that on a daily basis. So for us, it's like, he goes out there and runs 3 people over on game day, and it's like, oh, we knew that.
Yeah.
Like
You
Coach
should have
Beamer,
seen-
Coach Beamer showed a clip. I think it was yesterday talking about like effort or something, and it was Lenoris. It was a freshman scrimmage at spring ball, and he was live and broke like 10 tackles. Like everybody on the field got loafs except for him because he was like just running all over the place. And it's like I think everybody in the building, like you guys, like we all see it.
Yep.
And then it just happens out on Saturday, and it's normal to us, but for the rest of the world, it's like,
The
holy shit.
87,000 are like, oh my gosh, how did this man do this?
Yeah, and it's like for us, it's just like, oh,
Standard.
that's what this guy does every day, and it is exactly what he does every day. He's one of the first in the building. He's constantly in Shula's office or in the quarterback room, just watching tape. In between his TikTok breaks.
Yeah. Is he a big talker?
Oh, he loves TikTok.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was on it when
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, hey, what are you doing? Nah, just TikTok.
Oh, yeah, he's a big TikTok guy. But, I mean, from where he was when he was a freshman to seeing, like, his maturity and growth now, it's been really cool to see from, like, an older guy, like, how much he has grown, not only as a player, but, like, as a person.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's really the coolest part. When he got here, he was like a little turtle, like, in his shell all the time, like, real nervous, as most freshmen are.
Yep.
But I think just watching him kind of come out and really let his personality show, like it's been really cool.
It's also like it's awesome to see, obviously, the recruiting cycle. There's great players all over the country, but we're landing in-state prospects here at South Carolina. They're picking this school over the school in the north, like almost all the time. And that's a tribute to the recruiting staff, the coaching staff, but like talk about the importance of playing for the in-state school.
I think it's like probably one of the most like impactful things that you can do if you're an in-state guy.
Yep.
Anywhere you go in this state, like there are Gamecock fans, people that own businesses, like people went to the business school, like, and it kind of sets you up for later on in life.
Life after football.
Life after football, for sure. I mean, like I can't tell you. Like I can go anywhere in the state right now, and I guarantee you, like I'm going to come in contact with somebody that either went to this school, played a sport here, has some kind of affiliation with the university. And I think, you know, the Gamecock faithful, they look after their own, right? 100%. And I think that's really cool. If you're an in-state guy, like, why wouldn't you want to come to a place that is going to set you up for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
You know, you come in with a degree from South Carolina to any business, any firm here in the state, like you're and they are probably affiliated at some capacity with the university. You're probably going to get noticed.
Attention, yeah, 100%. Talk, I mean, kind of foreshadowing here a little bit, but I mean, senior day is coming up. What are your emotions going to be like as we get towards the end of the season here, and it's your last time ever running out of?
Is it your last time walking out, or do you have another year?
I think so, dude. We were in media day the other day. Somebody came up to me and was like, "Yo, Fink said you had another year." So I called Fink over there. I was like, "Dude, you got me another one?
You did
like,
it.
How did we do it?" But no, this will be my last. This will officially be like senior day, whenever that is. Like last home. I know the last home game will be Clemson. Like then that'll be it forever. I won't say forever, but like the last one as a player. I don't really know how I'm gonna feel then. That'll kind of be. I like to stay like yesterday was like the last first day of of fall camp for like as a player. And that's kind of how it's been. Really like all of this year was like, oh man, this is like the last first. Like, and it's always like I don't realize it until it's there, and then. So I think what I'm trying to do right now is just really take in just every single moment of every single day, like enjoy every single part of like what fall camp is, because like, yeah, it's long and it's grueling, but like I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. Right. And it's gonna like I'm gonna look back on it if say I just try to blow through it and get through it, like I'm gonna look back and be like, damn, I wish I could have I wish I could do it one more time. I wish I could do one more day with the boys.
We'll talk about it all the time, man.
Always that.
Miss the locker room. I mean, I would do anything to put the freaking helmet on again.
Yeah.
Anything.
Well, speaking of last first, you had your last first beer of the day yesterday. At what time?
I don't even remember. I'm looking forward to the next one. It's like, what did Tom Brady say? What's your favorite ring?
The next one. What's your favorite beer?
The next one. It's calling my name right now. I'm thirsty.
But, I mean, you had plenty of opportunities to leave this place and go elsewhere. You chose to stay here. Kudos to you. Proud of you. The person you are, what you're going to continue to become throughout this season and beyond. Like, Gamecock Nation rocks with you forever. We rock with you forever.
Absolutely.
Thankful for you and the person you are and the leadership that you are in this locker room. So, dude, thanks for joining us on a busy day 2 of camp.
Yeah.
Not too hot.
No, we lucked out today.
Sign this up for the next 2 weeks.
We lucked out today. Hopefully this.
I actually felt like a little breeze.
I know.
An uncharacteristic breeze.
I hadn't felt that breeze in a long time.
Columbia is the hottest place on earth. Dude, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys, man.
That was awesome. Absolutely, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, dude.
Great seeing you as always.
Yeah, of course.